The stream looked unearthly. Pastor Emeka froze, his body trembling with fear. Siminji was silent, but the eyes burnt in her with anger. Her eyes followed him like a hunter stalking its prey. After a while, Pastor Emeka gathered some courage and shouted,
"You wicked deity, evil spirit of this land, hey, I will challenge you today. I will fetch water, and the community will know you are powerless. Yes."
Siminji laughed, her voice echoing like horror through the land after hearing what Pastor Emeka said. And she said,
"You fake pastor, how dare you challenge me? I warned you. I tried to stop you, but you refuse. Now you stand before me to challenge me. I will spare you only if you do not touch my water. This power is mine. I own this territory. Leave now."
After Siminji had told Pastor Emeka to leave, he began imagining the fame and gifts awaiting him, which made him refuse to listen. And he replied and said,
"You are powerless. I will fetch this water."
With fear filling his heart and body, he bent down and fetched the water. He placed the bucket on his head and shouted,
"Siminji, or whatever you call yourself, you see, I fetched the water. You couldn't stop me."
He believed Siminji was truly powerless and ran back towards the village. In Denwari, news had already spread that Pastor Emeka had gone to the stream to challenge the goddess. When the villagers saw him returning with a bucket of water on his head, they all rejoiced. Women ran out with their wrappers, spreading them on the ground for him to walk on. Some sprayed money on him. Emeka's ego exploded. He felt like a king returning from war, like a ruler over nations. His face was filled with pride and mischief. The villagers asked excitedly,
"Pastor Emeka, you're the first to dare Siminji. How did you do
It's
it?"
possible. It's a good question. Pastor Emeka, how did you do it?
and with a proud, mischievous look on his face, he lied to the villagers, saying,
She was afraid of me. She told me to fetch the water and leave immediately. She was even scared of me when she saw me. After I fetched it, I prayed and commanded her, and I tried to die. She vanished. I've broken the curse of this land."
The villagers screamed in celebration after hearing what Pastor Emeka had said. Some said their children could now play in the stream during the hot afternoon. Some others said they could finally wash at the stream anytime they wish. Jubilation filled the air. But then it happened. Pastor Emeka tried to take the bucket off his head, but it wouldn't move. It felt as though it had been glued to his skull. He pulled and pulled, but nothing happened. The crowd watched in confusion. Pastor Emeka began to panic. After a while, he called for help. The villagers came rushing to assist him, pulling the buckets, doing all they can, but to no avail. Seconds turned to minutes. Minutes turned to hours. Afternoon became night. Night turned to morning. Yet the bucket would not still leave his head. Hi everyone, I'd like to take a little moment of your time. Please consider liking, following and subscribing to this channel for more engaging and captivating stories. Click on the notification bell down below to stay updated. Thank you. Even the priests and priestesses of Denwari tried all they could, but it was useless. Emeka began to grow weak. It felt like his brain was being boiled. His eyes turned red, with green veins bulging around them. He was in unimaginable pains. He wept and begged for death, but death refused to come. His heart was full of regret, and he said to himself,
If only I truly serve God, maybe I would have been given the wisdom to free the land. But my great lies and selfishness ran me. Ran me.
After several attempts to remove the bucket from his head, Emeka called for a gathering. When the villagers arrived, he told them the truth. He confessed, saying,
I am a fake pastor. I never truly read the scriptures. I never prayed. I never insulted God. I was only pretending to extort money and food. I was warned by Simeji, but I refused to listen.
The villagers stood in silence, shocked, and then he continued.
Simeji still exists. I lied to you people. Our powers are real. If you want to be free, find a true servant of God to deliver this land.
Then, with trembling lips, he made one final request. He requested for them to bury him alive. He said he could no longer bear the pain. After he made the request, some villagers expressed their disappointment towards him. Others looked at him with pity. But after much pleading, they finally accepted. Thereafter, they dug a shallow grave, and there Emeka was buried alive. Years passed, and the villagers still respected the rule. No one dared to go to the stream during the hot afternoon. Until one day, a man named Reverend Vincent, known for visiting villages and breaking curses, heard about the inquiry. He fasted and prayed, then led by the Spirit, he came to Denwari. When he arrived, he introduced himself as Reverend Vincent, who was led by God to deliver the land. He told the villagers to march with him to the stream at noon. When the villagers heard this, they were terrified, but some found courage and joined him. Together, they marched under the blazing August sun, singing praises to God. As they approached the stream, the skies grew dark. The wind howled, birds scattered. The waters of the stream churned violently. When they arrived at the stream, they saw Siminji. Siminji appeared, furious and raging. She rose from the water with her baby in her arms, her eyes blazing with fury. Some villagers tried to run, but their legs failed them. Some hid behind Reverend Vincent, clinging to his garment like it was their last hope. But Reverend Vincent stood firm. He lifted his hands and prayed. The earth shook, thunder roared, lightning struck from heaven, and Siminji screamed, saying,
Stop calling that name, Jesus Christ. It burns me. Leave my territory now.
But Reverend Vincent continued praying louder and stronger. He called down fire. He called down deliverance. Siminji screamed again, her body trembling like melting ice. Her voice echoed through the hills, saying,
Please leave me.
But the prayers grew louder, and then with a scream of agony, Siminji melted and vanished completely. From that day forward, the Inwari changed. The skies were brighter, the air was lighter. Children began playing in the stream again, even during the hot afternoon. Mothers washed their clothes in the stream without fear. There was no more warnings, there was no more rules, and Siminji never returned. There are 3 key morals to this tale. 1. Greed and selfishness can lead to destruction. 2. Authenticity and humility are essential for true power and influence. 3. True powers come from serving God and not from selfish gain. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Thank you.